Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to April 12th edition, Morning Mindset. Your host, Todd. How are you? It's Friday. Happy Friday. End of another work week for some, beginning for some others. And other ones are like, what's this work week you speak of? Because you work all the time. Welcome. Morning Mindset. Your first time here or long time here. Here's what I need to know. Who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like. We're rocking coffee. It is like high 40s, low 50s here. Rain came in and it's moved out. It is sunny. It looks like we're in for somewhat of a nice weekend, which means I'm firing up that smoker on Sunday. I definitely need to fire that up. So we got that. The other thing that we're here for, Daily 5. Hello. That is probably the most important, I feel, is our Daily 5. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So on mine, in fact, some of it is already done and some of it has been added to because I had stickers that need to be printed, shirts that need to be pressed. I've got marketing that we're working on, websites that need to be worked on, and social media posts. As I would say, you seem to do that a lot. What I do on this is I do some time stuff. So I've got an hour blocked out for marketing, an hour blocked out for working on the websites, and an hour blocked out for social media posts today. So we've got this going on for about half hour, 45 minutes. Then we'll go into our mentorship call. That goes an hour, so that's 9:30 to 10:30, and then I'll start on my other stuff. Because why I'm doing that, I can get things cut, I can get things that like stickers have already been printed out, shirts. Those will get pressed today. I've got HTV that needs to be cut that I didn't forget about it. I had my alarm pop up to remind, hey, this came in, it needs to be done. So we had that. But that's what I do, is I do time blocks of it. So I don't get so wore out on it. Like creating mock-ups can get boring. Like, let's be honest, it can get boring just to sit and, okay, here's another mock-up. Oh, here's another thing. Oh, here's this. And it allows me that time where, hey, I can work on this for a set amount of time and then I know I'm done and do it. And it's just taking those little bites at each time. Like I couldn't eat, well, you probably could. But, pick out something that's huge. I couldn't eat in one sitting, but little by little, I could eat it, in bite-sized chunks over a week. Probably still be bad at the end of the week. But that's amazing. Now I'm just rambling. Happy Friday. How are you doing today? Let me know in the comments how you're doing and all of that fun stuff, because I just feel completely lost today. I just feel a little lost today. Let's check in and see how people are doing. Darren, my friend, good morning to you. It's 42 and sunny in Topeka. Last day of tour. All right, Darren, what do you got planned this weekend? What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you, everyone. Currently, it is 62 and sunny this morning in Central Florida. Water in the cup, trying to finish taxes. Tax day is Monday. That is true. And Tim's morning, have a good show, taking the wife out for breakfast before I start day of work. Tim, that's awesome. 48 and rainish there in Toledo. We used to do that. We used to be really good about that, about once a week having a breakfast meeting or a lunch meeting. Hey, we're going to do this. And we need to pick that back up because here in like 8 weeks, that will no longer be able to happen because we have the kids at home. So it's a little harder just to ditch them to go do it. But it's easy when you go ahead and, hey, we're going to finish this up and go do that. It'd have to be a Tuesday, Thursday, because now my mornings are pretty much rock solid, booked up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Jenny, good morning to you. Morning from northern Indiana, where it's 47 and cloudy, water in the cup. Barb checking in. Good morning from more central Minnesota, 34 and headed to mid-50s. Ooh, yeah. Sunny, water in the cup. I think we're getting like 80 on Sunday. Sarah, good morning, 46 and sunny, T-minus 1 week. That is correct. 1 week from right now, we will not be live as we traditionally are on Fridays because we'll be traveling. I might try and go live, but I really doubt it. Hey, we'll just drive through. We'll be in Dax Tinley Park next weekend. We'll drive up the top. The kids off at school that morning, and then from there, getting on the road and headed right up there. We should arrive just about in time for the doors to open, and then we're looking forward to a great show. Looking forward to meeting all of you. We have narrowed it down to 2 places for lunch. It is across the street to the right. There is a pizza place, and there is a deli. So we've kind of got it narrowed down to do those 2 things. I think the pizza place is where we're going to end up, though. I just have my gut tells me that because I think there's alcohol there, which seems to make everybody more happy. So that will most likely be about 12:30-ish, I believe, on Friday. We kind of need to pick a time, because if we go too late, then, hey, we got the next dinner starting at 5 or so. If we go too early, you're only at the show for like an hour, and you're bailing on that. So if we go 12:30, gives you a couple hours in the show, and then we can go to lunch, and then we can come back and have the show. And that's a good thing about going 2 days is, hey, okay, so you're going to leave during part of the show. That's fine. You're going to go networking. We're going to have a good time. You still have the rest of the day, and then you have all day on Saturday. Then the other thing is on that Friday is they have the dinner afterwards at Dax Tinley Park, and then from there there'll be the networking that we'll do in the bar, in the lounge, in the hotel lounge afterwards. So there is a lot of there's a lot of networking going on next weekend, and I can't wait for it. Facebook user FU. Facebook user, that's what that stands for. Facebook and Streamer don't always play nice. When it happens, you become FU. So I don't know who you are. So let me know who you are in the comments. Or what you can do is, if I hit this little banner button, you can head right here, fatdadlive.com. That will get you into the YouTube side of things. You can always find all of our links over at fatdadcd.com. And then we'll be able to see who you are. And Barb's 5 things: embroider sweatshirts, press t-shirts, set up softball spirit wear design, DTF clean crafting cutter room. That was a lot of C's in there. Barb's got a busy day. Hi, Darren, Chuck, Tim, Jenny, and Sarah from Barb. George, good morning to you. Audrey from Texas Coffee. Woo! How's the weather down there in Texas? Renee, good morning. 45 and sunny in Chicagoland, but on the way to 60, right? It's exciting. Although I do see next weekend supposed to rain. I just needed to stay away Friday. When it's nicer outside, it's a lot nicer up there. Hi, Renee and George from Barb. And Renee's 5 things: follow up on some fires from yesterday, right there with you. Finish mock-ups for a store, banking and mileage, find my office under all the piles, engraving some gifts. That sounds like an amazing day. And hi, Barb from Renee. So what do we got going on? We're getting this stuff done. As you can hear, the glitter is going, because we do provide glitter transfers to people. We do that a lot on the screen printer side of it. The screen printers that need the specialty stuff. So like this one needed the confetti glitter, so we're able to help them out with that, which, hey, like I said, I'm a fat guy. I don't need to eat the whole pie. A little piece of the pie works for me. So if you're able to offer things to people, why not? Cutting vinyl is something that we do. So if we're able to offer it to people that don't have a cutter or don't have the means to do it, we're more than happy to do it for them. And this is one of the orders that, hey, we're able to do. So we're getting that cut. I'm going to work on some signs today. Corey and I have been going back and forth on a few different things, and we kind of changed up a few, looked at a few. So sometime, probably early afternoon, before I get the kids, that's when I'll break it out. I've got some wood to cut down. I got some stuff to assemble. While she's out making deliveries today, because Fridays, like I said, Fridays we usually try and keep light. Those are days that deliveries, pickups. She's got stuff to go out and deliver. She's going to pick up some supplies, and we got a porch leaner to make. Now that's the goal for this weekend, is to have one done. Have all this, because she's probably got 4. She's got 4 signs over there, 3 other bag tags, and then the porch leaner wall. Should all be finished and listed soon, because that's the goal of it. And we're hoping to get all that done this weekend. But Saturday is we are in spring sports. So we have soccer and baseball both on Saturday. And I don't know whose idea it was to have baseball practice at 3:30 on a Saturday, but man, it was kind of a bummer. We talked to friends last night, and they said, "You got practice on Saturday?" They said, "Yeah." We were like, "What time?" She's like, noon. She goes, they originally said 10. I was like, 10. And then when they said noon, I'm like, that's in the middle of the day. I said, ours is 3:30. And she's like, so yeah, I don't know about that. That's a little more than what I want to do. So yeah, I said, yeah, it could be a lot worse. So we've got that full day of sports on Saturday. There's some other stuff that I want to get done, but the porch leaner, I'm really looking forward to get that done. Corey's had her eye on it for something that she's wanted to offer for a while. I'm like, hey, I can cut the stuff out for you. You can handle it all from there. So, she's having a ball with her laser stuff. Like some bag tags. Worked on a couple new ornament designs. I think from talking with others, there's going to be the Christmas in July special. You run that, start running ornaments, and then that's when they're really starting to push their ornaments. So they'll start putting feelers out there, start showing stuff in there August, September, and really get into it, because they said, hey, the sooner the better. So we're looking forward to to getting those out there, you're getting better at it, getting more efficient at it. And hey, right, that's what we got to do. When I go through our daily 5 today, print stickers and press shirts, everybody knows what that is. And when it comes to marketing, websites, and social media posts, so what are we doing with that? On the marketing side, this was the month. Our goal for this month was to have a marketing plan for the wholesale business, the retail business, and the mentorship group. So we wanted to make sure that we had that finalized this month. So that's what I'm working on in those marketing times. Today is going to be on the mentorship group, is to see what kind of marketing plan I can put together for that, so we can start getting more members to there, because I feel that is where I'm really going to excel at this year. I've been through enough. I've seen a lot. I've heard a lot. I've went to a lot of classes. So I feel I have a lot of knowledge that I can share. And along with that, as more members join, we're all there to support each other and build each other up. So why not, really focus on that? And it's only $20 a month, like for less than the price of probably what this 2 of these coffees would be a month. You're going to get some valuable information out of that. So we're really focusing on that. We got with Bob earlier this week, and we're working on the retail side of things. And the wholesale, that's the next marketing time that we're doing, is getting those there, because we got some plans together, and now it's time to start taking action on the websites. What are we doing on those? Now, there's mock-ups that have been made, so we need to get those listings made, and we need to get those added up there with the finished goods side and on the DTF transfer side. So we got to make sure that we have both of those rock solid. And then social media posts. Usually try and schedule stuff out like a week in advance. Sometimes 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, depending on what all it is. And things I need to make sure that we're doing is, we have affiliate sponsors that we need to take care of. They help us out, so we help them out. So, we're required, in order to still gain that affiliate commission, to still put, X amount of things out there. Now, I'll never put anything out there that we don't support, that we don't use, that's not friends of the show, something that we believe in. I'm not just going to be like, hey, I think this is the best one ever, and you should go get it. No, I think these are the worst thumb drives ever, because half the time I go to put it in, it closes on me, and irritates me all the time. But it's always the one that's closest to me, and I think because I don't know, but I need to make sure that I'm meeting those agreements to get that taken care of. So if you are able to use our affiliate links, thank you so much. It's free to use. Any of your friends that have affiliate links, always use them. Right? It costs you nothing to use those affiliate links, and they get, a small percentage back. And by a small percentage, I've seen some as low as 1%. Average is at 3 to 5%. I've seen some that take more, but when you see those links, go ahead and use them. It helps. Every little bit helps it. For us, it definitely helps, keeps the lights and mics on. It supplements for this show. Anything that we can put more out there for it, that allows us to do that. And then talking about this show, as we were moving forward and we're seeing kind of the direction how things are going, one of the goals this year was to do more produced content, and we need to set that up to make it happen. Because now with Tuesday with Todd, we've got somebody coming in for marketing once a month, we've got somebody coming in for Canva once a month, we've got somebody coming in for crafting once a month. Cindy, it looks like Cindy and I are going to be jewelry making at the end of the month. Holy crap! How crazy and exciting is that going to be? Me making some jewelry. I'm down for that. So that's going to be at the end of the month on Tuesday with Todd. Next week, Tuesday with Todd. On Tuesday, this show is a show that I want to make sure that everybody goes to. I want everybody to show up for it. And the reason being is because I know a lot of us want to add more to our business, but we're not sure how. We want to do more promo items, but we're lost in how do we choose the right ones? What do we go with it? Well, that's where Swag Space comes in. And Swag Space is going to show up on our show on Tuesday, and they're going to talk all about how you can sell, promo items through them. And it's going to be pretty easy because it's no cost to you. So that's coming up on this Tuesday. So you'll see a lot of things posting between now and Tuesday about that, because I want to get as many people there as possible. So if you see the event, you have it, share. Sharing is caring, folks. That's what I'm saying. And hi, Barb from Renee. Chuck, what exactly is a porch leaner? A porch leaner is a sign. So, and sure, as soon as I tell you what it is, you can point out for your neighbors that have them. They're anywhere from 4 foot to 8 foot. They're usually a flat piece. It leans against the side of the house, the side of the porch, the side of whatever it is, and then it'll have some message on it. Like ours will say welcome. They're going to have an interchangeable spot with them. We've looked at a couple other designs, ones with planter boxes, and so we're really just seeing what she likes, and it's something for us. We always test it out for ourselves. Do we like this? Is this going to work for us? How can we do it? And so that's what a porch linger is, and we'll do it. Audrey, hello. Thank you for joining us from Texas. Michelle, good morning. Today's 5 are designs, my son's taxes, hat embroidery, package orders, place orders, walk outside. Get out there and enjoy it. If you're able to, make sure to get out there and enjoy it. Yesterday it happened for like an hour or so, where it was just ended up talking with people on school projects, graduation projects, and soccer projects, and it was all at the school, and we were there way after school and just talking about different things we can do. It was so nice to be able to enjoy that, and that's if you're able to get out there and enjoy it. And Michelle, good to see you. I don't think I've seen you for a while, Michelle. You should come over to the mentorship group. Just saying. If you Facebook user, hi. Like I said, I don't know who you are. Facebook and StreamYard don't play nice, so we have that issue that's going on. Next week's Dax Weeks, folks. So show Monday, Wednesday, right? Monday, Wednesday is the show, is this show, Morning Mindset. Tuesday, we'll have Swag Space. And then Thursday, nothing. But Friday, we are headed to Dax, which I'm really looking forward to. It's been a year since we've seen a lot of people. And that's what really it comes down to, is Dax for us, is the networking. The networking is such, to me, I feel, a vital part of your business, that if you're not doing it, why? Like, if you're not, networking, why are you, why not? And, don't think networking as, I have to go to this event and I have to have my elevator pitch ready and I have to bring 3 friends and it's a pyramid scheme or things like that, because some of those really feel that way, where it's like, oh, I have to do all this to be able to do this. And it just doesn't feel good. For us, anytime I go to a trade show, it's networking. What can I do to, make an impact on people, good or bad, because some people have expressed concerns. I have my favorite one was, where were we? We were at NBM. Where were we? NBM. I'm trying to remember now. We were at, I think it was NBM or GPX Denver. I'm trying to remember where we were at for it. And I want to say, it had to have been Denver. I think, yeah. It was 100% Denver when we got out there. Yep, Denver at dinner. That is correct. Denver at dinner. Yes, Denver. That's what it was. Denver. I was told I had some F-bombs dropped on me because I was too effing positive. That was a new one for me. I've been called a lot of things in my life, and I let a lot of it slide because, hey, you're going to feel about me how you feel about me. I'm fine with that. But to tell me I'm too positive for things, I'm like, well, you have to have a positive outlook, right? Negative Nancy on it, like, what does that even mean? Like, why is that? But too positive. And I said, I don't think that. I mean, especially if you look at everything we've done over the last 6-7 years, most everybody has been able to see the roller coaster of it, the ups, the downs, the move ins, the move outs, the failed partnerships, the failed retail locations, the failed new suppliers, the bad purchasing equipment, the dumb mistakes that we've made. You've seen our wins and our losses, and we're pretty transparent with it. But we always have the positive outlook that, hey, things will get better, right? Things will get better. Things will get better. That's what I tell myself. Things will get better. And it's not always sunshine and rainbows, because before the rainbows, there's got to be the rain. I mean, that's just logistics. In order to have rainbows, you have to have rain. So you're going to have some of those bad things. And when you have those bad things, it makes the good things so much better. I will never tell anybody that, I sit here and don't think about days where that's it, throwing in the towel. I'm going to go work for Renee, or I'm going to go work for Sarah, or I'm going to go work for Brian, or I'm going to go work for somebody else. But sometimes it just feels that way, right? We have, a consistent days of things just not working out, issues with orders, issues with customers. You just wonder, is it all worth it? When we've talked to different people, and they say, issues with their main things when it came to their was if they were in partnerships, didn't see things the same, so you had that conflict of interest in there. Wasn't sure if they should invest in their building or not because they're just running it and their lease is only so long. So how do they, what do they go with? What do they need to do? So, there's things that way. Trend chasers, sometimes you get really hot on a product, but then what happens when that product dies out? What's the next thing? We've seen a lot of people, especially since COVID, where they went all in on stuff and, they're no longer around, or they're downsizing. They had a huge retail store and now they've cut it back. We were one of those when we were going into 2020 prior to COVID. We didn't even know if we wanted the retail store anymore because we were doing so much business online, and it just, the retail store became more of a hassle, than anything good. And so when we worked out that deal, it said, yep, okay, we're going to go ahead and stick it out and one more year. Let's see if it is really worth it or not. And then, COVID happened 11 days later, we shut down only to never reopen that location. And it felt good. It felt good not having that. Even though we had all the expenses from that year, it felt good not having that. And, what could we do? Like there wasn't a whole lot. And we pivoted just like everybody else, and we made the best of what we could. We learned, our ins and outs, and learned that, that probably a retail store isn't something that we want to do again. We gave it a try again last year, and it didn't work out the way that it was supposed to. And that's fine. You take the lumps on the head, you move on from it. But you learn that, what you're doing in your setting, is what's best for you. I like being able to do this every morning. It's a morning mindset. I like being able to have our calls. If I were to try and go work for somebody, I'm not going to be able to do those things. It's just not fun. So, being able to do that, being able to make sure I take my kids to school every day, pick them up from school every day, attend anything that we want to attend during the day, go to lunch meetings, go to breakfast meetings, be able to do those things. While we may not be rich in the pocket, we are rich in experiences. We're able to be there. We're able to do the things we want to do when we want to do them. And that's what's exciting to me about it. Yep. That's 100%. I love that, Renee. It's just a chapter, not the entire story, is my new motto. Which, when we look at the entire history of time, from the beginning to to whenever they said the beginning was till now, if you were to put it on a clock, what is it? Or put it on a year, on a yearly time clock, that humans would be at 11:59:59 on December 31st. So yeah, we're just a blip. We're nothing when you look at it in the grand scheme of things. We're nothing more than a punctuation mark in an encyclopedia, right? There's tons of stuff before us, afterwards, different things, but you just got to do it. Yeah. If you can't see the positive, what else do you have? I'm telling you, you have to. And I'm not saying that, the negative isn't there. The negative is 100%, and you have to acknowledge the negative. You can't brush it under the rug. You can't be like, okay, I'm going to say something that might piss some people off, and I'm good with that because it's, how I feel on things is you can't sit and just manifest and assume things are going to happen. I can't wake up every morning and say, today I'm going to get $1,000 order. Today I'm going to get $1,000 order. Today I'm going to get $1,000 order. No, what I need to do is I need to go out and get that $1,000 order. I need to go out and make those connections. I need to go out and make those sales calls, make those emails, send those messages, post that content. And that's what we have to do. Now, do I feel we're going to have $1,000 order today? Yes, I do feel like we're going to have $1,000 order today, or probably a few, because this week we've worked on stuff. We went back and forth with people. We've sent out quotes. We've questioned those quotes. We've got a little more clarification on stuff. So I have feeling that those will pay off today through early next week. There's a couple other jobs that we lost out on, And it was due to lack of communication, and because there was things that they wanted that we weren't able to offer because of their budget constraints. And so we're checking in and be like, hey, just following up because we're usually here with it. And they decided to go with somebody else. But there's another part of the order that they want us to do for them. I said, I'm a fat guy. I don't need to eat the whole pie. Just give me a little piece of the pie. That makes me happy. So, you got to take action for it. That's why I said, with us creating our marketing plan, working on the websites, doing those social media posts, there's things that I can do that I need to continue to do in order to keep building those things up. One of the goals that I know for this year is that I wanted to have more produced content, more of the produced videos, where it's actually spliced together, or it's putting, it goes back to what Tuesday with Todd, was when we started, where we're showing you how to do things. Well, with our new schedule of how we're bringing these people in, that's really only a once a month thing. And I need to do more of that. I need to show more things using the white toner. I need to talk about the laser more and show our settings with doing that. Sublimation, I couldn't tell you the last time I did a sublimation video for people, but we have a partnership with JP Plus, so I need to be using more of their items and showing those off more. Why? They take care of us, we take care of them. So even if it is a short, 10-minute video, me talking, going through it, and then that's all it is, a 5-minute video, a 3-minute video, just to make sure I'm putting that out there. Because it helps grow that content. When I see that some of our numbers are down, and the reason being is I look at it, well, we used to post a lot. We used to post, 3 to 7 times a day on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and it's probably been a good 6 months since we did that, and I can see that the numbers are down because of that, and it's the inconsistency. The consistency is the biggest key. You have to stay with it. When I tell people we go live, 3 times a week, and they're like, really? Like, how the hell do you do that? I'm like, just do it. A big part of this is don't take this wrong. I love you guys very much for showing up here and being a part of this, but a big part of this is for me. It's that accountability. Here I'm making my list. I'm doing this because who's am I holding myself accountable to? Nobody, right? It's myself. So if I tell you guys, here's my list, here's what I'm doing, now I'm putting it out there. This is the things that I'm working on. As we got our list of things over here, there's other lists of different things we got to work on, but I need to continue to do that. I need to make the list. I need to be it. I need to remember that, there are bad days, but there's a lot more good days than there are bad days. Like next week's going to be a great week. I'm pumped for it. I'm pumped for the Tuesday with Todd with Swag Space, morning mindsets. I love doing those because it gets me ready for the day. And then we finish strong because we get to see, a good handful of you guys in Chicago. And that makes me excited to be able to see people. Don't forget, I'm a hugger. So, just remember that I'm a hugger. You're going to get a hug, and then you're going to buy me a shot. No, we're not. You don't have to buy me a shot. You don't have to do anything. You guys being here, you guys sharing this, you guys doing all of that, that's what helps me. That's what I love. Sharing's caring, putting that out there, using those affiliate links that's there. This is free. We do this free, and the way that we, if there's anything from it is by using the affiliate links, by ordering from us, because clearly I don't tell people enough that we do DTF transfers, that we do printed HTV, that we do glitter, that we do signs, that we do banners, by signs, yard signs, that we do stickers, that we do flags, that we do so much. I don't tell enough people that. So, like in our private group, when people ask, hey, who does this? And I'm like, well, that's me. I forgot that I don't tell enough people that. So I need to get better at that. Rena, you can buy me a shot. Are you coming to Chicago? Rena, if you come to Chicago, I'll buy you a shot. If you fly into Dax this weekend, I will buy you a shot. I know you're not going to. And it'll probably be way cheaper than like the $18 shots that we had out in Vegas. Jesus, that'll get me. And Brian said, Hormozy said their sales were down. They went through all the things. The only change was he wasn't posting as much for his multi-million-dollar business. Right there. There is so much content out there to consume. Oh, Brian, that reminds me. Are you going to be in the call? Because I saw you said something about posters. Are you using your Konica for that? I guess you can just tell me here. Are you using your Konica for that? Or are you using something else? The poster part had me thrown off. The other part, not so much, but the poster part, I was going to ask you questions on that. But yeah, if we're not staying consistent with it, right, you're just not seeing it. when you think of some of the best commercials, best jingles that you remember, like for me, growing up here in the Quad Cities, it was Car Dead Call Fred 391-9666. Do 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 do. You heard that every winter, and you heard it year after year, and you heard it multiple times throughout the day, right? Like, Need Cash Now, called J.G. Wentworth. I mean, those are things you hear this stuff repetitive, day in, day out, once an hour, twice an hour, 5 times an hour. That's how we get known. That's how we get done. But we don't do that amongst ourselves. Oh, we're bothering somebody. Oh, I don't know if I should post this. Remember, think about your own social media habits. When you're on social media, how many times are you scrolling? You're not scrolling for an hour. You're not going back, 4 or 5 things. So you only have this big of a window for people to see your stuff. So you need to make sure that you're posting as much as you can, putting things out there, showing what you have. When I look at our analytics, and I have no problem, showing you guys analytical side of things. When we look at like our Facebook analytic, our Facebook numbers, let's go with that. Our Facebook numbers, our reach is currently down. So performance indicators, we've got 7,013 followers. So thank you to all 7,013 of you followers that are showing up. I love that. Our reach is 49,916. We are down 4% in reach. Content published, and this is all in the last 28 days. Content published, we've had 258 pieces of content published, which is an 8% increase. Engagement is up 7% for 23,367. And net followers is actually down 44%. We've only got 19 new net followers. So we've got less people coming in there. So that's what we need to go through and figure out, where's our content? What is it based on? 58% of our people that follow us are women. So do we need to have more women-based content? When we're looking at it, we got a good mix of it. Like when you look at our age and gender, it's kind of crazy, when people say, oh, we're focused on this, oh, we're focused on that, for that. I mean, when we look at this, our main segment is 25 to 34, 27.7%. Right there with that. 35 to 44 is 21.9%. And then we found out 45 to 54 with 18.7, and then 18 to 24, 17.8. So, I mean, we've got a good mix, like that's, to me, I'm like, we pretty much have a good thing of everybody throughout it. So I'm happy with that. But we need to get better at it. I need to be putting more out there. I need to do more video. I'm good at posting. Usually typical posts that we have go out there, we have a funny meme that'll go out every day. We try and do it. Today is, so, like today was what? Oh, today FDR died. And he was 64. He was, he served 12 years as president. So that was that. Anytime, we can have something fun like that. I like to have a quote to start the day, some kind of motivation. So those are 3 that are happening pretty consistent every day. Then throughout it, we're going to have, some affiliate links. We're going to have some questions. We're going to have some posts, maybe some links to some articles, some other things. So we're constantly trying to put things out there. So that way we can, get in front of as many eyes as possible. We just need to get better at it. Hence the 5 to make sure that we're doing that. Oh, look at that. Renee will buy you an entire bottle if you come to Dax Tinley. That's not cheap. She's going to get you a bottle of Malort. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, posters. I was thinking posters. And then after I'm like, wait, he's got the Konica. I think they can do that. So yeah, 12 by 18. No, see, you're going to get there. GBK's got a question from across the pond. Do you and Shopify have your blanks like mug, t-shirts, and so on, so you keep track of stock? Or do you just have finished products like T-print or mug print? So when we put objects in there, we go finished. Because if there's, like in the Shopify right now, we don't have any of that retail side of it. It's all wholesale, so we're not keeping track of that. On the retail of it, we will put some stuff in there depending on... hold on a second. There. So we've got we'll keep some of it there. It depends if it's a product that can be used across things. Like, say we got a case of mugs, there's 36 of them, right? So 36 mugs. Well, what if we got 100 designs? So, can we put one in there of each one? Can you backstock it out? Really depends on what you're doing with it. If it's something that's already finished, ready to go, then of course you can throw that in there. Most of it, we keep our stock at, if it's something that's made to order, it's just made to order. And so we have it there. So it really, really depends on what you're doing with that. So, maybe let me know a little bit more and I can help you out with that. I'd really like to see, this get up to, maybe we'll have to do some sort of giveaway when it gets there. We sit between, between 20 and 50 viewers, roughly every show. I'd like to double that. I'd like to see consistent 40 to 50 live here and then come back, by the time it comes across all the platforms, get to 100. So, how that happens? You guys do that by helping me out, by sharing that, by, commenting, by helping us move through there. That really helps us out and pushes some things through. So, hey, I love it. I love that you guys are a part of this community, and I'd love for you to take that next step and join us into our mentorship community. They said $20 a month, and you're getting, right now we're doing lives 3 times a week in there. You can get in there, ask your questions. I'm learning so much about embroidery. It's ridiculous. I'm learning so much more than I ever thought I would learn about it in passive learning, and that just means just listening. I'm just listening to what they're saying, and then I ask questions because I don't know, and I know a lot of people feel stupid asking questions that other people think they should know. And that's what I love about our community is there's no stupid questions except the ones not asked. Get in there, ask your questions, be a part of it. And to do that, all you got to do is head right over here, fatdadcd.com. We're going live in 22 minutes in our mentorship group. So if you get in there, we'll be in there for that. On that, I need to get ready for that call because I know Zoom's probably going to want to do an update. So who knows how long that'll take. So you guys have an amazing day. We'll be back here Friday or Monday. We'll be back here Monday because Monday is it starts a new week, Morning Mindset. We'll get in here for this. You guys have an amazing day. Tuesday, don't forget Tuesday, Swag Space. Go to the event page. I'm making sure everybody's invited. Get in there and check that out. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.